Symmetry Guest provides end users multiple flexible configurations that allow them to tailor their guest system to meet their security policies, as well as provide a first-class visitor experience. One of the most important configurations is the ability to show and hide fields per visitor type and per building. I'm logged in as an admin. The first thing you do is go to the screen configuration, and you'll notice that this screen configuration can be set to a specific building and or visit types. So you could do all buildings and a specific visit type like an event and only collect specific information for this visit type when you have an event. You could do it for vendors, you could do it for visitors, or you can just have a default that captures all buildings and all visit types. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to show you a new one with a contractor. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set it for all buildings and contractors. Once I apply that, you'll notice that I have out of the box fields that are available. I'm going to go ahead and turn on visitor uploads. I'm going to turn on and require that a visitor escort. I'm going to require that a floor is set. I'm going to require that there's a description of the visit, and that's all for this one. And you'll notice if there are fields that are not available that you want to make available, you can create your own user-defined field. You'll notice I have a few set up here, and I'll show you that screen in a second. But I'm going to go ahead now. So this is for the hosts who are pre-registering their visitors and visits. At the check-in, at the time the visitor arrives, I'm going to say that I want to collect vehicle information for this instance. And then for the visitor themselves, I'm going to want to have the host, when they create the visitor, to determine what citizenship they have, what company they work for, and that I want to send them the visitor welcome email. So I want to turn on email notifications and email. So you'll see I have my contractor there. If I did need to create a user-defined field, I can log in here. I can click on user-defined fields. I can name my field, and then I can determine what type of field, whether it's buttons, a checkbox group, date and time, drop-down number field, radio group, text area, text field, and time. Now, as a host, I'm going to go and create a new visit. So you'll notice here as I'm creating this visit type is visitor. So this visitor has an additional field for Jim. In our example, we determined we wanted to collect additional information for contractor. So as I change it to contractor, you'll see now I have some required fields that have been added. Now I have to add the floor. I have to add a description. Doing work on the fourth floor in the AV closet. From a visitor escort perspective, I'm going to go ahead and say, all right, here's the visitor escort for this person as well. So again, depending on what visit type you put in there, the fields that are collected will change unless you have just one for default. And then I'm going to go ahead and create the visitor. And you'll notice in the visitor, I'm creating citizenship, which I've made as an out-of-the-box field. I'm going to go ahead and say it's a work email. We're going to turn on email notifications in case she works for Acme. We're going to save it. We're going to save the visit. So now Sarah has arrived at the building and is now being checked in. As she's checked in, you'll notice the first thing it asks is for her car, her make, her model, and her license plate. And then I can do my standard take photo, upload photo as you saw in the previous check-in videos, and you can go ahead and check in the visit. Thank you.